Hey guys, welcome to Cheat Sheet with me, Sneha. So I have a pop quiz for you guys. What do Deepika Padukone, Jacqueline Fernandez, Nargis Fakri, Bipasha Basu and Katrina Kaif have in common? It's the same voiceover artist that has dubbed for all of them at some point in time. So today on the show, I'm going to find out what goes into the world of film dubbing with Mona Shetty. I'm going to start at the very beginning and ask you, why is it that directors and producers look to get their lead heroine's voice dubbed?
For a variety of reasons. It could be because the actor is not really trained in acting. She's a newcomer. She's not as confident in her dialogue delivery, or she hasn't performed the way the director really would have liked, or she has an accent, or she doesn't speak Hindi too well, or they want a different kind of voice for that actor, because they want to give her a different image.
We're going to give you a scene from Three Idiots. I don't
Okay.
know if you voiced for Kareena
No, I
Kapoor Khan
haven't.
in the past.
I
that's
haven't.
an interesting challenge
Yeah,
for you.
it's new.
So just for you to give everyone who's watching a feel of what the process is like,
Okay.
a short clip from Three Idiots is what we're going to check out in just a bit. So we are at your dubbing studio.
Yes, please come in.
Little tour. What's it like in here?
So this is the dubbing console. This is Vikram, our sound engineer,
Hi Vikram.
and that's Kalpesh, our dubbing director. So what you saw outside was the monitor room, and this is the actual recording room. It's, as you can see, it's a completely acoustically treated room, which means that it basically keeps any sound from coming into the room and keeps any sound from going outside the room. Okay, so it's supposed to be a pretty dead room in that sense. This is the microphone. This is a Neumann microphone that I'm going to record on. These are headphones which I'm going to put on. Vikram is going to set the microphone for me at my height so that it captures my voice perfectly. I have the script right here. Okay, and I have the screen in front of me, which is got an image that's been projected from the projector up there. Okay, so they are going to play the film for me, and I'm actually going to hear the audio from the film in my headphones. And that's what we call the pilot track, which is basically the guide track that's giving you an idea of what is the actual sound on the film, what is the timing of the dialogues. So I can now hear the director and the sound engineer speak to me through my headphones because they have something that's called the talk back. They can press a button and talk to me when they need to give me instructions. So they're going to run the film for me, and I'm going to take a look at the whole scene initially to get an idea of the whole scene. And once I've seen the whole scene, we'll do dialogue by dialogue, bit by bit, because I need to catch the lip sync and the timing and the expression and the pitch and the tone and the feel, all of that, get it right, okay? Hi, आपने मेरी आंखें खोल दी. Thank you so much. Can I ask you for a little more help? मेरे डैड सुहास के साथ ये एंगेजमेंट तोड़ने नहीं देंगे. आप इतना अच्छा एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. अगर आप उनको भी एक डेमो दे दें तो you're really sweet. बिल्कुल आपके पीछे. भाग लो, फ्री एडवाइस है. लेना है तो लो, नहीं तो जाने दो.
So we have Pro Tools, which is the software that we use for dubbing.
That's the digital audio workstation.
Just
So
that's
what
it.
I see you doing right now is just underlaying the voice
Yes, with
to
the pilot.
Okay. How do you put something in sync?
So this is the first dialogue
Looks
that
really complicated. These
so
wave
this is
files.
the first dialogue that she has said here.
हाय. आपने मेरी आंखें खोल दी.
So
Oh my god.
yeah, so here I will sync it with the pilot. Okay, and then we'll see.
आपने मेरी आंखें खोल दी. Thank you so much.
It feels like magic is happening.
Yes. So
Can
that's how we sync the recorded audio with the pilot audio here.
तो आप मोना जी को क्या इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे रहे थे जब वो कर रहे थे?
जैसे उन्होंने एक डायलॉग बोला कि आप भी उन्हें बताइए ना, नो, तो बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट लग रहा था वो, जितना वो फेस पे नहीं है तो उस हिसाब से हमको फेस मैच करना पड़ता है, ज़्यादा ओवर भी नहीं होना चाहिए, ज़्यादा कम भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
So we will get to see the whole scene. Kareena Kapoor's voice completely changed
Yes.
into Mona's.
Mona's voice,
So that's what I want to see by the end of this. 40 seconds of Three Idiots has been changed forever.
ये छोले बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, स्मेलिंग वेरी गुड. अबे पूरी के लिए जगह नहीं है, एडजस्ट कर लेना साइड में.
अच्छा.
हाय,
हे हाय.
आपने मेरी आंखें खोल दी. थैंक यू सो मच.
अरे ऐसी क्या बात है, तो मेरा फर्ज था.
कैन आई आस्क यू फॉर अ लिटिल मोर हेल्प?
या
मेरे डैड सुहास के साथ ये एंगेजमेंट तोड़ने नहीं देंगे.
ओह
आप इतना अच्छा एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. अगर आप उनको भी एक डेमो दे दें तो.
हाँ, क्यों नहीं डेमो देंगे. राजू, हाँ चटनी दे. हाँ.
यू आर रियली स्वीट.
अरे कहाँ है डैडी आपके?
बिल्कुल आपके पीछे. भाग लो, फ्री एडवाइस है. लेना है तो लो, नहीं तो जाने दो.
So it looks like Kareena Kapoor Khan just got herself a new voice. You can add another name to your illustrious list of clients. As a voice
I don't think she'd like that too much. Yeah.
What happens on days when you just lose your voice? Like, does that happen at all?
It's happened a lot for films where I've had to scream a lot or cry a lot. I've lost my voice in the middle of a dub and we've had to take a break. And you know, when you lose your voice, it's not about taking a break for an hour or two.
Yeah.
It's about taking a break for a few days because you really have to just not talk till you get it back.
And this happens because the scene was so emotional that you had to.
Emotional or a lot of screaming. Like for example, when I did the dub for Dushman or when I did the dub for Raz, for Rockstar, all of these films required me to scream a lot. Even for Ghulam, for that matter, you know, the scene where Amir is on the ledge of her apartment and she sees that and she just screams.
I don't know whether it's common knowledge that many a time actresses' voices are dubbed. Are they very receptive of it or?
Not really, because I mean, I'm sure every actor wants her own voice to be heard. It feels really alien to see yourself on screen with a different voice. So everybody hates it, without exception. To an extent, they have to take it in their stride because it's what's probably best for the film. When they're first-timers, they don't really have a say in the matter. It's really the producer or the director's decision.
Have any of them actually come to you and said, wow, you really made me sound good? Like,
Nargis did.
Oh, yeah?
She came and hugged me when I was dubbing and she said, oh my God, this is amazing. I love what
this
you're
is
doing.
for Rockstar when you
Yeah. Amisha came and said, you know, I don't know how you do it. Bipasha came and said, I'll kill you if you ever dub for me again.
What?
So, Rani, I've heard in interviews saying that, you know, I just hate that voice that they dubbed me with. It was awful, which I can totally understand
This is
because,
not her voice at
because
all.
it's so different from her voice.
I know you've been in the business for years now and
Yeah.
dubbed for the names that I mentioned. And I read very interestingly that now you focus a lot more on maybe putting together something called a guide track, which I want to understand more from you about. What exactly is this?
No, that's not entirely true, but I have done it in the past for a few actors where the director probably felt that the actor needs to maybe change the performance slightly. So they would call me in and they'd say, okay, will you just dub it the way we tell you to? And once we're happy with the performance, we'll bring the actor in so that she can listen to what you've done and she can copy it, and then therefore we can fine tune her performance or change it around a little bit.
So you make a voice file of the entire
Yeah.
movie?
So basically I would do an entire dub and they would use that as a guide track for her to dub.
Wow.
Yeah.
And for people on Film Companion who are maybe looking at this as a career opportunity, I want to ask you, what is the best way of getting into the industry? How's the best way that you can better yourself as a dubbing artist? And more importantly, what is considered talent when it comes to being a voice artist?
Well, first and foremost, you have to have acting chops. I mean, it's most necessary. So, because it is voice acting ultimately, people think it's about having a good voice, and that's definitely a myth. You know, it's not about having a good voice. Anybody can be a voice actor. It's about how you use your voice rather than having a good voice. There's no such thing as
What
a
is
good
a good
voice.
voice?
Yeah, I mean, it's what we think sounds really pleasant or sounds really nice, but can everybody really be that person?
Is everyone that person?
Yeah,
firstly?
yeah.
If the character
So-
you're playing isn't so.
Exactly, exactly, and it's the more variety of voices you have, the more you know, you can play different characters with different shades, and therefore voices and characters will stand out and stand apart from one another. You know, but if everybody starts sounding the same, then you had it. You know, it doesn't you can't really enjoy the film or the show so much.
You know, Cheat Sheet just inspires me so much that I feel like I want to make my own film one day. If you guys have more ideas for what I can do in the next episode of Cheat Sheet, make sure you leave a comment for me, subscribe to Film Companion, and make sure to like and share our videos. Thanks so much for watching.